Good morning, good morning. We are in the tarot study of the Empress. So here we'll go through our cards real quick. Wait, where's my OG? Oh no, did I put her up? I think I put her up after my reading. There she is. Okay. There she is. What's that song? I can't think of it. Miss America, whatever it is. Golden Art Nouveau. This is the Mystical Moments, the Star Tarot, the Wildwood Tarot, Light Seers, Wandering Star, Tarot of the Divine, and oh boy. Do you get those little gnats from your plants? I need to put one of these little sticky things in there. This is the Good Tarot. And, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I didn't get it. Oh, well. Okay. So today we're gonna read from the Guided Tarot. And here we'll hold up. So this is one of my, and I've said this, I say this every time, but I think this is one of my favorite like starter books. I think it's really good. I love the layout, the simplicity. It kind of has that for those that have like ADD brain and they don't like too many words on one page. Kind of just goes. This is really good. It kind of reminds me of an oracle guidebook, but you can see here's the inside. But I do highly recommend it. Plus, it's not overly priced. You know, some of these books you go and you look on there and you're like, good Lord, boy. But this is not one of those. This is a good price, and so I do highly recommend it. Anyway, and I got it off at Amazon. Plus, the other thing I recommend is when you're in your big learning time, it helps to put these little guys on there. They're kind of worn down now, but so like I have it where so all the cups are there, and all the pentacles are there, and then the swords, and then the wands. So you can, that way you could just flip to the different thing, and you could probably get one of those the better tab things than I got here, but this is what I had, so that's what I used. All right, the Empress. The Empress embodies the essence of the divine feminine energy through her connection to nature and her willingness to let her body be a sacred vessel. She creates a life filled with love. I love that so much. Upright key meanings: receiving love, creativity. Reverse key meanings: disconnection, creative blocks. Numerology: 3. Creativity, growth, expansion. Astrology: Venus, love, beauty, money, and creativity. So see, they even have all of those there inside the little keywords. The Empress sits on plush pillows in lush forest while a river flows toward her, suggesting her connection to nature. A heart with the symbol of Venus is proudly displayed by her side, indicating she is open to love and beauty in all their forms. Her flowering pomegranate print gown symbolizes passion, fertility, and the ability to create. On her head is a crown of stars representing the 12 signs of the zodiac. The Empress's raised scepter and open body position reveal her receptiveness and her confident attitude about the power of her sexuality. Wow. General reading. The Empress emanates a powerful energy of receiving rather than taking action. Receiving, that's something I'm working on. So you can allow what is being birthed in your life and to take its time without rushing or forcing it. The Empress is relaxed, trusting that her passion and creativity produces a powerful magnetism that attracts everything she desires. Though under love and romance, allow yourself to receive love and acknowledge that you can attract romance by loving yourself. This is a fertile time for you that may lead to a pregnancy. You are drawing love to yourself naturally and in your own time. Career and money. You may be receiving money or a job from unexpected sources, creating even more abundance in your life. But since this card is about receptivity, be careful not to push. You will need to be patient. Personal and spiritual. Remember to practice self-love and engage in more creative activities by tapping into the energy of Venus through creativity, romance, self-love, spending time in nature. You can bring divine love into your spiritual practice. Go outside and find ways to connect with the natural world. And then they do have a reverse section, but I'm not going to read that. And then because you could pretty much figure that part out because it's just the opposite of everything we just said. Anyway, reflect. What are you creating in your world with your Empress energy? And then also, I don't personally do reverse readings, and I know I say that a lot, but just in case this is your first time listening, but because I just figured the story's going to be told no matter she's up straight up or upside down, and plus it's easier on my brain to see it all in one way. But if that's your thing, there's nothing wrong with it at all. And then, but just to let you know, there is a reverse thing in there. So just to go over the review thing too. And I think we only have like 1 or 2 books left to read in this series, and then we'll do our meditation with her. 78 cards in the tarot. 22 major arcana, 56 minor. Within that 56 of the minor, there's 4 suits, 14 in each of those suits. And those are, the 4 suits are cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. We started out with the Fool, card 0. Then we went to the Magician, which is card 1. The High Priestess, card 2. And now the Empress, card 3. Major arcana, so arcana meaning like mysteries, secrets, things yet to be revealed in your life. But sometimes I do have found like, so for me in readings, what my guides have said is that they use the cards that tarot cards are used a lot for, they're just kind of like anchors for our human brains to be able to accept the fact that we're receiving messages from unknown sources, and that, so it just helps us to process this. It helps us, the channeler, to have an anchor like that, and then it also helps the receiver to kind of receive easier. For some reason, if I was just to sit here and be spewing out what was coming through like that, it'd be harder for you than it would be if you had, oh, the cards are what's saying that. Now I get it. It's our anchor. So anyway, the point of all that is so even though it says like it's a secret mystery, something that's yet to be revealed, sometimes sometimes I've had through readings, it's just reaffirming what's already happening. So it's giving you confirmation. So it doesn't necessarily mean, it's not like necessarily fortune telling. Sometimes it's confirmation, like, yes, I am on the right path. This is what's happening in my life. And I'm not alone, because my guides, I know that my guides and ancestors are with me, because I just got confirmed that, because they're showing me that they see that. So there's that. And then, but yeah, and just to remember too, that reminder that we are reading all these books to get all these different inputs, on the different meanings and different ways that these cards can play roles in our lives. And then it's our job to write our own story. We don't have to follow the playbook. This is, I always like to say that learning tarot is kind of like learning cooking. You look at all the different recipes and all the different cookbooks, but then it's then to learn the techniques. But then to become better at it, then you start playing off book. Like you start playing and going, I like that from that book, and that from that book, and that from that book. We're just filling our pot, so that way we have more to draw from. We're not necessarily meant to do play-by-plays. But that being said, never, ever, ever let anybody make you feel bad for going by the playbook in the beginning. When you're first starting, if you need to use the books, use the books. I'll tell you how I first started doing readings. So I was too scared to go have my face, like to face you like this. So what I did is I had you send me a picture of you. So that way, because I did like to see your face, and like it helped me connect. And then I would have us like just at the same time text, like I would like we would sorry, my thoughts are like all jumbled up. So then we would still set the day and time and all of that, right? So say it was at Tuesday at 2. So then at 2:00 I would text and say, are you ready? And then you would say, yeah. And then we would do like I would send over like a little sample prayer that you can use, or you could use your own to kind of call in and help with that can like to do the connection, like so that way we're both, and then and just to call in our guides and stuff and ask for that message for our highest good. And then what I would do, then I would on my end, I lay out all the cards, and then and I'd have a camera like over the cards, right? And then but that I wouldn't film anything yet, because first I had all the cards laid out, right? And I would always just do the Celtic cross. That's it. That's the only layout I would do. That was my anchor. That was my like safety. Like that was like my weighted blanket, was the Celtic cross layout. So I did that. And then I would go and I would get my notebook, and I would go research each and every one of those cards. I would look through all the books. I would watch YouTube videos. It would take me an hour or two to go through all these cards. And then I would come back, and with my notes, like then it was kind of like when I'd watch the videos and look at the books and look at my notes from my classes and stuff, all these different keywords would pop out. And so I would just take notes here and there, like what about all the different things that would pop out. So it'd have just like a little paragraph for each card. So I just watch for those things that would like pop out at me, like pay attention moments. Like, you know how like it is whenever you're reading a book and it's almost like a sentence is kind of like highlighted. Those are the things that I would like look for. And that's how they kind of like started pulling me out of my shell and like helping me learn to, because then I would put those things together into a little paragraph, and then I would turn like my phone on and have the camera going over the cards, right? And then I would kind of half read. At first I would just read from it, but then I started getting more and more comfortable, and then I just allow myself to evolve from there. Those readings, still doing it that way, were pretty accurate, but it wasn't full on. It was like putting training wheels on the bicycle. You need those, and you shouldn't be like, you wouldn't want to, like a kid learning how to ride a bike who has training wheels on, you don't make them feel bad for that, right? Because they need that. They need that security. Just like I always used the spread. I always looked in the books. I always looked at the videos. I always took my time and just really processed, and that's how I learned. And that's how I got comfortable. And now when I do readings, I don't use the books at all. And that's why I enjoy doing this, because it gives me a chance to look in the books. Again, because I love like in taking all of this information, and it does help me to go deep again. Like it's like you start back at the beginning and relearn everything, and it helps you to go deeper. It's kind of like the spiral of healing, where sometimes you learn the same lesson over and over again, but at different levels of your healing. So that way it's like they take off it's you see things from new perspectives, and you're able to handle things in a different way, and you're able to grow just a little bit wider, expand a little bit wider, a little bit wider, a little bit wider. It's the same thing with learning. If you go back every now and then and go start from the beginning with fresh eyes and this newness, then you're able to learn at a different level. You're able to see things and hear things in a new way from the time that you read it like 5 years ago, right? So that's why it's important to do this every now and then, when you feel called to. I'm not saying everybody has to do it once a year. I'm just saying when you feel called to do it, do it. If it's good for you, it's nothing wrong with it. And plus too, like if you are like somebody like me that has a hard time, sometimes that you don't feel it's necessary to like remember some of the basics because you're busy learning some of the other stuff, to go back and learn some of the basics. Because one of the things that my goal for this time together with you that I want to learn is I want to memorize the numbers of the major arcana. Like I forget like whose number, like is the hangman, I think is it 22, or here's the star is 17. I forget. Oop, there she goes. I forget that she's number 17 because I wasn't focused on that at the time, but now I want to learn it. I don't know, I just do. And so I want to learn these little things about it. And there again, though, like I said, I want to go in and peel off another layer, like go in another layer of learning about her. Because every time you look at these cards, every time you see something new, you learn something new. Like in every reading that you do, they're going to have you focus in on something else. Like one time, your main focus on one reading may be the bird in the tree. And then the next focus may be like the rippling water. It's going to be something different each time. And that's the beauty of it. That's the magic in it. That's the glory in it. That's just like, the awe in it. It's going to be something different each and every time. Like here, like right now, like I never in any of the readings, I don't think yet that I've been like they had me to focus on see all these little tiny little things growing up here. It's like little tiny little baby shoots or little flowers coming up. It's just I think that's what it is. It's just like this this new growth coming up. So what does that mean for you, right? How is that like? Seeing that's like it's all around the pond, right? All this new growth is all around the pond there. The pond of self-reflection, the pond of pouring into yourself, or the pond of pouring into others, or whatever it is for you in that moment. How does that reflect in your life in this moment? So it's just, I don't know. I just love it. Okay. I've taken up enough of your time. That was a long one now since my babbling, but I wanted to share my story and I wanted to share my thoughts and stuff. I really think it's important for you to know that you can grow in your own time. You can take your time. You can do it in your own way. Don't feel pressured to follow in anybody else's footsteps. Like if you see somebody, you go to like a fair or market or whatever it is, and there's somebody there reading cards and they do it this way or that way, don't feel like you're supposed to do it that way. That's the way it's supposed to be done. There is no supposed to be. There's no supposed to be. This is you connecting with your spirituality, your healing, and that could go branch out into helping others with theirs as well. But it's about you connecting. It's about you connecting. It's about you connecting. So you have to connect in your own way. You have to connect in your own way to your own spirituality here. So don't be afraid to play. Don't be afraid to play. Don't be afraid to take your time. Don't be afraid to read from the books, to watch all the YouTube videos from all different kinds of. I watch from so many different creators. Like I would search on there, the magician, the whatever, and I listened to them all just because I wanted to take it all in. And some of them I really like connected with. Some of them, nope, nope. Like I had like, ooh, some like it, I don't know, like resistance to almost. But so you find your people, and you could go back and back to them, right? And listen over and over again. And then sometimes, like there was this one guy, I don't remember his name. I wish I did, because he really helped me, and he's not even aware of it. Learning tarot, because he has like the long version of what they mean and then the short version of what they mean. And so I listened to all of those over and over. And same with there's a couple of the ladies that I did listen to, and they went the whole tarot thing they went through, and I loved that. And so now this is part of me giving back in my own way, because there's a lot of people that don't have all the books, right? They can't get all the books. And so I'm able to gift this time with you, and maybe if this would help you a little bit, then that would be amazing. And then it also helps me grow too, because I want to keep learning. We should all just keep learning, right? We don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. So remember that whenever you're learning, nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. You may know this, you may be an expert in this, and I may be an expert in this. And then then we join together like two little puzzle pieces, and then we help each other connect and complete the puzzle. That's how it's supposed to be. Where there's not supposed to be this one. It's not a guru nation. The end. Amen. Love you.